we go into our goals, I want to hear Baron's rant.
So, I'm not going to moan too much about the way Arsenal played football, right? But because I do think they play fantastic football. I think they played fantastic football yesterday. But I feel there's a bit of players need to learn like quickly, and I just feel like Arsenal don't learn from their mistakes. They do it a lot. They play around with the ball too much. Partey, I love Partey. He's done a really good job for us this season. He's been consistent, probably one of our best players. We moan about it when he's not in the team, but he does love holding onto the ball too long. And he does it a lot. And if you watch the games, watch him. But 9 out of 10 times he gets away with it. And I've been sent, I reckon, 10 different videos today of the Declan Rice interception. Now, personally, I actually don't think it's handball. I don't think he moves his hand towards the ball. But it does it his arm, right? Because I've seen enough videos to it. It does it his arm. And now, I think all the lads are like annoyed about it, saying, why can't VAR interact? And it's because it doesn't direct to a goal. But surely, if he wins a penalty, it's in direction of the goal, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I watched that. You see that ref watch that Sky Sports do? I saw him talking about it, and he said that VAR actually could have got involved with the award of the penalty, but they've decided it wasn't a handball, so they didn't. So they could have got involved. They couldn't have got involved after he scored the penalty, but not. They could have overturned the decision.
Now, I will say right now, I have no problem with the penalty award because number one, I think Thomas Partey was an idiot for doing what he tried to do. Number two, he's an idiot for standing still with his arm in there. He looked like an absolute wally. Try and win the ball back straight away. Don't wait for the ref to whistle. Thirdly, Gabriel, the bloke, what is he doing diving in there? Whether he pulls out the challenge or not, at the end of the day, he does dive over him. So it is a dive. But he's an idiot for diving in like he did. And I don't blame him for leaving his foot there. It's 100%. And I'm not trying to say it's not a penalty. It's 100% a penalty. What I'm saying is these players are professional footballers. They should know better. And Ramsdale's got one of the best shot to save ratios in the Premier League. Let the bloke have a shot. So, I mean, their goal scoring records are awful. Chances he would have put it wide.
The only thing I'd say about that game, I thought you was brilliant for like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, blew him away. After that, he kind of just tried easing it. But the main thing is, right, I know Saka takes the penalties. He's missed huge penalties now. Big pressure moments. Why the hell is the striker not taking the penalty?
I don't know. I'll be honest. He's only ever missed one penalty before yesterday, and then we all know what penalty that was. He's never missed a penalty before. So I think it's a bit unfair you saying he misses high pressure penalties. He's only ever missed one. And I don't understand why he took the yesterday's penalty because Jesus took the penalty against Leeds and scored it. So I don't know why he didn't take the penalty.
Because that's game over. The striker takes the ball, takes it up, puts it in the back of the net. Yeah, but this is what we were talking about the other week. The striker, his whole role, the striker's whole role is to score goals.
Penalty last week, why didn't he take it this week? Saka was on the pitch last week, wasn't
he? We were talking about the other week.
On the pitch against Leeds. He was ill, wasn't he? He was a sub. He come in the second half.
Yeah, maybe right. But I just think he should have, I should have taken it. But something else that's starting to wind me up is Arteta's substitutions. They're too late, and they're not the right ones. I mean, no offence to Jorginho, because I do rate him as a player. I think he's not a bad player. When you want to win a game, I don't think you take Partey off for Jorginho. I think you need a bit more of, like, maybe an attacking influence in that situation. You know, he's got Xhaka on the pitch already. He can look after. He can sort of sit deeper if he wants to. I would have liked to have seen a Smith Rowe come on in that situation. A bit more attacking, saying that get hold of the ball a bit better, and bringing on Eddie Nketiah in the 89th minute when you're trying to score a goal. I think was a ridiculous decision. He's got to be coming on in the 65th minute.
I think Arteta probably saw what we were seeing, and it looked like West Ham were going to win the match.
You could argue Arsenal had the best chance to win the game. Well, 2 chances. They missed the penalty, and the ball was across the box, and all Jesus had to do was tap it in, and he missed it.
I could see why he brought Jorginho on, though, just to calm things down, bit of experience.
But unfortunately, I don't think the draw is good enough.
No, it's not. I don't think it is. My issue wasn't Jorginho coming on; it was Jesus coming off. I think it should have been for Saka, not because of anything to do with the penalty. He just didn't look at it today.
Partey and Saka, unfortunately, looked different players yesterday. They have been probably two of our best players all season, and they looked miles off the pace yesterday. Don't know why. Don't know, if a bit of fatigue maybe, a bit of tiredness. Like I said, Partey lost his head completely. Saka never really looked on the ball from minute one, I didn't think. And I'm sorry as well, Fabio Vieira. I like Fabio Vieira. I don't think he's a bad little player. But I think at the moment he's a bit of a luxury player. He doesn't really know the Premier League. He's very lightweight. And he keeps bringing him on. And it's like he's not actually doing anything. I think, you've got Trossard and Smith Rowe on the bench. If Smith Rowe's fit, why isn't he not playing? Why isn't he not getting him on? I really think he should be playing him a bit more. Sometimes I feel like he's a bit scared to make the changes.
Yeah, possibly. Still learning the trade, though, isn't he? Really.
He's still learning the trade. And like I say, whatever happens this season, I'm massively proud of the lads. And I'm not going to rip into them too much because they've been fantastic. And I've had a lot, mate. If I showed you my phone, I didn't realise how much Arsenal have got into everyone's head this season. Mate, I've had Chelsea fans message me. Mate, you're not even in the top half. When you're in the top half of the table, come at me. Don't come at me while you're in the bottom half struggling with relegation with 8 games to go.
You know what I will say, though? If that was a Chelsea, you'd be texting your Chelsea mate exactly the same thing.
I don't. I'm not really one for that. I don't really text people like that. I might text them if we beat them. I might give them a little, look at that. But, mate, don't worry about us. You worry about yourselves, lads. I'll happily finish second. It won't bother me. Because no one thought we'd finish in the top 4, let alone second, let alone have 7 games to go. Do you know what I mean? It's a building season. Spurs can't finish above us. They'll be lucky if they get in the top 4. I don't know what they're doing texting me yesterday.
Maybe they've listened to the podcast.
Actually, I think they can mathematically. I think we had to win yesterday for it to be impossible for Tottenham to finish above us. But they're not going to, obviously.
No, they're not going to, are they?
This is me, I'm so royal, and you all wanna be round. Yeah, you all wanna be round. Round a champion. I got tons of soul on my true collective ball. Famous, also famous, #1.